welcome to Live Long in Color. I want to thank everyone for stopping by and joining me today. I also want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel, liked, and commented. You are also greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Today's video is my completed pages video for the month of August 2025. I did 106 pages this month, which was kind of a surprising to me because I didn't feel like I had colored as much this month, and I was surprised I actually got over 100 pages. Yeah, and I have a few things that I did with my collaging, and so I'll show you those at the end. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to grab my first book bin here. First thing I want to show you is my project book that I'm doing with my 3 rings. This is 100 Cozy Summers by Color Book Cafe. I print 2 pages to each page, and these are just random summer images. I started it almost on the very last month of summer. But I had a lot of fun doing it. I like this purple one. So that is that. Next month is fall, and while I may do a few more summer ones, I am going to start, dropping things. I'm going to start, this is Fall Vibes from Jade Summer. So I am going to start that. Just nice, simple fall images. So that'll be coming soon. Then we have Winter Chibis by Alexander Francis. What I did this last month was I had numbered all of my coloring books, and I'd used a random number generator, and for quite a few of the books that I picked this month, I used the random number generator to pick, which was really good because it helped me color in books that I hadn't colored in a while. And this is one of them. This is Winter Chibis, like I said, and I did this page. And I thought it was a good page because it wasn't really that wintry. And, I mean, she could be sewing anytime, really. It didn't have to be winter. So I thought that was cute. Cozy Cuties by Coco Wayo. I did this cute little, I guess it's a poodle, fixing her hair. Thought that was a nice cute page. The Little Cat by Coco Wayo. This is a buddy color that I did with my friend Nikki from Knick Knack Colors on Instagram. We did this page, and here is her picture. Love her picture. I love how she did the rust on the car. I thought that looked really nice. On mine, you know, it's pretty simple. I did get these 2 mixed up. I should have put the red on top and the green on bottom. But still, I like the way it came out. Then I went ahead and did this page with the cheese factory. And this page with the swing. And I added the red here to make it look like apples, somewhat. So that is Little Cat by Coco Wayo. And then this other one is also a buddy color with my friend Nikki. And we did Dreamy Friends by Southern Lotus. And we did this bus stop page. Here is her picture. Love her picture. Mine came out a little bit more darker, I think because I used a darker shade of gray here in the background. Made it look like a gloomy, rainy day. But yeah, this one was also a lot of fun. So yeah, thank you, Nikki, for doing these with me. Really, really, really enjoyed it. All right, next is Simple Mushrooms by Alexander Francis. I did the title page, and I love this mushroom. I love the color. And I've decided that in this book, I am going to try really hard not to do all the mushrooms red and white and go something different. And I really like this one. Garden Corners by Hikaru Coates. I did this one. Just a cute little page. Cozy Garden by Cece Slay. And I did this bench with the hat. And I grabbed the blue, thought it was going to be a lighter blue. It turned out to be this darker blue, but I'm not upset about it. I really like it. Comfy Life by Coloring Book Cafe, and I did this one. And let me just say that this is my idea of heaven right here. You're in a hammock, you're dozing, you got a book. I think the only thing that would have made it more perfect is a glass of iced tea or some kind of drink there. And this penguin is so cute, just napping. Really love this picture. Had fun. Simple Art by Coco Wayo. I did this. Use my fluorescence for the sky. Really like it. Really pretty. Cozy and Cute by Coco Wayo. And I did this cat napping here. Yeah, I did it kind of dark, but I like the way the cat looks against the darker color, so that was nice. Stress Relief by Coco Wayo, and I did 3 in here. I did the balloon, used glitter gel pen on a lot of it, made it sparkle, even the mountains. These flowers, and this corner room here. Really nice book. I'm enjoying that. Continuing with my 8.5 by 8.5, we have Girls' Day by VB Tinta. I did a couple in here. I did this Coloring Book Belongs To page. And I did these, I guess, karaoke. It looks like they're doing a little song there. So yeah, that was cute. Cute Little Gardeners by Iva Bloom. I did this page, and I love this cat. Love how he turned out. So cute. And I tried to make these like a plain color so that it's pre-painted. So yeah, love that page. Cozy Friends by Coco Wayo. I did this page. I'm putting this cardstock here because I'm not sure if it's going to bleed. But yeah, it was a nice little beach scene. Thought it was cute. Cat Moments by Hikaru Coates. I did this one. Used mainly for the cat tree anyway. I used acrylic paint markers. And it came out a little streaky, but overall I like it. Now for the cat and the toys and everything, I just did regular alcohol markers. And I did not do any kind of background. I think it came out cute. Simple Summer by Alexander Francis. I did quite a few in here. I did this one. I started using my oil pastels, and I don't know why I don't use them more often. I think it's because I need to have big pictures like this with a lot of open spaces to use them, but once I use them, I really enjoy them. So I did this one. And I did this. This was just alcohol markers. Not that. This one. I enjoyed this page. It reminded me of my military days when we used to have to put up little pup tents and sleep in them when we went out to the field. That's what this reminded me of. So yeah, I enjoyed that. This one, there's a short on my channel. I did this with um, the background is eyeshadow, but everything else is oil pastels, and I didn't use anything. These are just two different shades of oil pastels that I used, and I love the way it came out, real pretty. Here's another one that I did with oil pastels, but this one I highlighted in alcohol marker first and then colored it. And finally, I did this pineapple, and I didn't like the background. I don't know what I was thinking there, but I love this way this came out. Now, what I did is I always wipe off almost all of the oil pastel because I don't like the waxy feeling that it has. But what I wanted to do is show a picture of what it would look like if you didn't wipe it off, and I'll put that here. And the yellow is fairly close, but you can tell that the green from this one to this one, this green is a lot more vibrant. So if you wanted to use oil pastels and not wipe it off like I do, you can get a really nice color. But I still like the way this comes out, and I'll still continue doing it this way. And then you can also, if you want, go back with color pencil and shade, and it would look really nice. So that is Simple Summer by Alexander Francis. Summer Seasons by Dewan Sachdeva. I did this one. For the most part, I was working with, oh, I think I skipped one. I did. Let's go back. No, I will find it. Here we go. This is the first one I did. I used crayon marker method for this one, which is I had been doing for most of the book. But then for this one, I went back to alcohol markers. And I also used alcohol markers for this one. I also did a page in Sea Animal Ceramic Tiles by Dewan Sachdeva, and I just did the nameplate page. Now I have my Sachin Sachdeva. This is Little Mischief. I did one page. I'm semi-regretting buying this book. I don't know. Something about the theme about it I'm not sure I like, but I'm going to color it because I bought it. So I did this one. And then I also got Summer Life, which I'm enjoying a lot more, by Sachin Sachdeva, and I did this one and this one. Yeah, so those were fun. Next up is Garden Life by Sachin Sachdeva. I'm starting from the back on this one. I did the Scarecrow page. I messed up some of the colors, but I still like the way I switched some colors that it shouldn't be, but I still like the way this came out. And then the mushroom houses. So yeah. And then the last of the 8.5 by 8.5, we have Sachin Sachdeva's Cozy Corner. This one I started in the front. I did this bedroom page, and I did the beauty parlor or the salon. Okay. Next up is Chameleon and Jacova. We're going to start with 101 Unique Mandalas. This is a buddy color that I do each month with my friend Kathy. And we started with the section that has all the little animals in the mandalas, which I don't particularly care. I don't really like doing them that much. So most of mine are just 2 or 3 colors, and that is it. I went very simplistic. I didn't feel the need to color all the individual spaces. Kathy, on the other hand, did, and hers came out beautiful. So here's Kathy's. Just love how hers came out. Here's mine. Then we have, what's next? The lion. Like I said, I just do 2 or 3 colors. That was it. Here is hers. A lot more colorful, that's for sure. Next up, the peacock page. This is mine. Here is hers. And last up, we have the elephant, which here is mine and here is hers. I just love all of hers. Hers are just so vibrant. Mine are a little dull, but yeah. I did enjoy them as far as not having to do each individual color. I think that worked for me. I didn't enjoy them as much as I do other mandalas, but still. Thank you, Kathy, so much for doing these with me each month. Next month, we're starting the sun and moon phase of the book, and we'll probably finish that next month. Then we have 50 Arctic theme miniatures. This is another one from my random picks that it came out. And I picked the narwhal. I wanted something that wasn't very like Christmassy, and I thought it came out cute. 50 zodiac themed miniatures, and I did the little ratoncito. Here we go. I love how he came out. He's so cute. I like this background. I like that color. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that one. Another random pick that I picked, 50 haunted autumn fairy houses. Did this one. Not too thrilled with how it came out. This was a disaster. I think I went over it with like 3 different colors and then ended up having to use the white to show the face. It was just, yeah. But it was all right. It was all right. 50 ghostly cute miniatures, another random pick. And I did this monkey. I thought he came out cute. Excuse me. Really cute. Enjoyed him. 50 dragon themed miniatures. I did this one with the little dragon and the lizard. 50 farmers miniatures. I did the goat. I think he came out so cute. The goat, and then I did the little corn house. I did quite a few skies like this month, and I really like, I think this is my favorite way of doing a sky. It's just so much more colorful than just doing a plain blue background. So yeah, I like that. All right, then we have 50 Amazing Mythical Creatures by Chameleon and Jacova. I did the harpy. I did her in really dark colors. I always imagined them to be like black, like a crow type, but I didn't want to do it all in black, so I did it all in darker colors. But I like the way she came out. I like the crown. I did it in green, so it looked like emeralds. So yeah. 50 diminutive countryside scenes. I am almost done with this book, and I plan to finish it by the end of the year. I did 2. I did this one. And again, I did the sky with my eyeshadow. And I did this house with the little doggy. And I did the birds to the ducks to look like mallards. So that's that. 50 ocean miniatures, and I did the dolphin watering the plants underwater. So I couldn't figure that one out. Why you would need to water plants that were already underwater, but there you go. Thought it was cute. The last Chameleon and Jacova here is 50 Safari Miniatures, and I did this page, which I love this, the way this lion here looks, and I drew the sun in the back. And I did the zebras, and love this one. I love the pink and black. I did her pink with black stripes, and I did him black with pink stripes, or her, I don't know. So yeah, love that. All right, now Grains of Gold by Hannah Carlson. This was another random pick. I'm really glad I'm using the random pick because it helps me do books that I don't normally do, and I did not put, I'm gonna have to find which page I did. Here we go. Oh, here we go. I did these two, and yeah, I used water-based markers, mainly Tombows, for these, and I thought they came out pretty good. Her skin came out just a little bit streaky, but not too bad for a water-based marker. Used some glitter gel pens, and yeah, had fun with these two pages. That was really nice. I'm glad the random number generator picked them. Kawaii Mandalas coloring book by Alexander Francis. And with football season starting here in the U.S., I picked the sports page. So that was really cute. Minimalist Art by Jade Summer. And I also did not put something, there we go. This page here, I like how the colors look against the dark blue background, so I like this page. This one was a random number generator pick. Aaron Zen Anime Boys Edition. I did two. I did him, which I thought he came out cute, and him. I enjoyed both of these. I thought they both came out nice. Cute and Magical by Alexander Francis. I did two in here. I did what I'm calling the Jasmine page. She looks like something out of Aladdin with her flying carpet. And I did the Kraken, and I love this page. It's so colorful. I thought it came out pretty good. I drew the sun in here in the background, and yeah, I really like it. That was fun. Easy Summer by Joshua Dunbar. I did two in here. I did the gnome with the fruit. Used crayons in the background. And the two little blue birds, which I thought came out really cute. Cute Fantasy, another random pick here. I did this page, the little fairy. And then also here, Cozy Eras. I did, okay, which one did I do? Yeah, this one, the floppy disks. I remember using these. I remember when the first computers came out and we switched over from work, because at work we used to have these giant binders that the accountants would use to put everything manually. And I remember it was such a big deal. We had this huge room with these magnetic spools of tape that we used to use for the computer. It was a big thing. Yeah, I remember all that. So yeah, that brought back memories. And Comfy and Cozy, I did the little title page. Two cute little cats snuggling on the couch. Chompy Fluff Monsters, Volume 2. Another book I'm trying to finish this year. I did 2. I did this one. Did muted colors on both of these for this month. And then I did this one. Normally I don't use gray for the dinosaurs, but I went ahead and went with it this month. Sometimes you kind of run out of colors. And then we have Dragons and Beasties by Becca Gollins. I have finished this book. I did 10 pages this month. And it was like, sometimes I get towards the end of a book and I just want to finish it. And I get into the mood to color them. And I just colored them all that I had left. So I did this one. And then I did this one, which I thought came out really cute. This one. A lot of pastel colors I used this month. This one. This one, which was cute, but I thought these little dinosaurs kind of blended in together. The little griffin page, which is adorable. This one I'm naming Socks because I left a little white paw so it looked like socks. This one I did a checkerboard background to kind of match the checkers that they're playing. 2 little mice eating cookies. The dragon with the little mouse. The rainy day. And finally, this one. So I loved this book. I'm kind of sad it's done, but I also had so much fun coloring it. I couldn't stop this month. We're on my last section of books that I have to show you. Deborah Muller, the big mega coloring book. I did 1 page out of here. I did this one. And I just noticed this, but I did a lot of sunflowers, it seems like, this month. But yeah, enjoyed that one. Here's another random pick. This was my Secret Village 2. Back when I first started coloring, I was collecting all of the Secret Village books. I colored in them a lot, and then I just stopped. And I hadn't colored in this since 2023. So, yeah, I enjoy getting back to this. I did this one. And I did, did that one. This one I used super tips. Well, no, I used my broad tip markers. The Water Race, the Crayola broad tip. And I think it would have looked better if I'd have done something lighter for this background because it looks really dark. And I think it brings the whole page and makes it just look too dark. But I did enjoy using the water-based markers on this. I really did. But I just think I used colors that were way too dark. Another random pick for this month, Calm, by David Woodruff, I believe. Yes. And I did the Chicky page. I thought it came out nice. Enjoyed that. I really did. And then I did Flowers, another random pick this month by, let me see if I have it. It's, oh, I don't have the page that puts her name. I think it's Elise. I don't know. Does it say on the back? No. If I find who it is, I'll put it up so you can see it. But I don't remember her name right off the top of my head. I did this one. And I did this one. Okay, next, Cats by Jade Summer. And I just did one here in the back. This one. So I enjoyed this. I think it's going to be really nice to color in it. It just has a very, very large color selection that I think is going to be difficult to come up with colors for all of them, but do my best. Animal Kingdom. This one is by, I do think I have this one here, Arpad Olby and Martin Sanders. And I did the lion with her little cub. And I did the bunny, which I think came out really nice. Very colorful. Summer Vibes by Alexander Francis. I pulled this one out because it was getting to be the end of the summer and I realized I hadn't colored in this book at all. And in these books she has the color by number and the non-color by number, and I do both. And I always do the non-color by number first. So first up we have the cactus, and this one is the color by number version. And then here is my non-color by number version, which I really like. I like bright colors. And then we have the bird bath. This is the color by number version right here. And here is mine. I like the blue I selected here. This one, the blue I selected here was too dark. But this one was nicer. And I use the Ohuhu pastel markers to do the background. I like it blended out really nice. So that was nice. I enjoyed that. This is Chibi Girls Volume 2, Color Questopia. I have had this book at least 5 years, maybe more. And I did this one. And this one. I'm glad I finally colored in it. I did all of the lines with a black glitter gel pen. I think I would have colored in this before now if it wasn't for the fact that it had the white lines. I used to enjoy coloring in the lines, and then I stopped enjoying it, and so I stopped coloring in these as much, but I really need to get back into it. Chibi Girls and Adorable Pets by Sachin Sachdeva. Which one did I do? There we go. The beach page with the little turtle. Came out nice. Enjoyed that. And the last coloring book that I'm going to show is my only Disney that I did this month. I actually did it the last day of the month. And this was for Spicy Cat Disney. She picked planes. So I did this one. And then I always do the companion page. So that's from Atlantis. I've never seen the movie. I have no idea who it is. And my marker was giving out, you can tell. But still, I had fun. What I'm doing in this book, I really want to finish. I think this is the one book that I'm going to really try to finish. And what I have been doing is I have been doing all of the outlining. So I'm going to do quite a few pages of outlining before I even start to color. But I wanted to do the Disney, Spicy Cat Disney. And this was one of the only two plain pictures that I had. So I went ahead and did this one. So that is it for the coloring pages. I just have a few things to show you for my collaging. I did this. This was a project, the gold project for August for Pink Monarch prints. And I thought it came out really, really cute. This is going into a bigger journal that I'm currently working on, so I haven't shown you. I'm not going to show you because it's not finished. I found this. I think I've shown you this before, but this is an index card that I did, And I did a few more index cards. So I did this one. Now this one is, I used my broad tip, Crayola broad tip, and some water and treated it like watercolors. And then after I did, I couldn't find anything to put on it, so I put her like she's looking out. And I just said, embrace the adventures of life, like she's out hiking. And solitude speaks because she's by herself. So I did that one. I did this one. This is another one I used the broad tip and just did a colorful background for it. Embrace the journey, use your wings. I thought that was cute. And then this one. I like the way she looked against the orange, which is why I picked her for it. But the thing about these index cards is you can go as complicated or as, simple as you want. And I tend to have a tendency to go simple. So yeah, those were a lot of fun. Thank you so much for sticking by me throughout the whole video. And until I see you next time, stay safe, be happy, and live long in color. Bye-bye.